Now, the Delhi police has arrested 22 suspects in its probe into the communal violence that rocked the national capital on Hanuman Jayanti. The police have also registered an FIR against the organizers of the Shobha Yatra procession. The FIR has been registered under Section 188 of the Indian Penal Code for the taking out of the procession without permission of the authorities. One organizer of the Yatra has already been arrested by the Delhi police. Okay, let me now go to our first guest this evening. I'm joined by Dependra Pathak, the Commissioner of Police for Law and Order, Special Commissioner Law and Order joins me, one of the top cops in charge. Appreciate your joining us, Mr. Pathak. The big question first, there is now confusion over whether permission was given to this yatra or not. Earlier we were told the police had given permission. Now we are told this third procession in the evening had no permission. If it wasn't given, how was the procession allowed to go ahead in the first place? Can you explain to us why was the procession allowed when you knew that it could, or maybe there were apprehensions that it could spiral out of control? Can you explain it to us, sir?
You see, on 16th, that is on the day of incident, there were 3 Shobha Yatras. The first 2, which was one which started around 11, the other was around 1 in the afternoon. So both had given their application for permission on 25th March and 31st March. So they both had got the permission, the due permission. The third Shobha Yatra, they came up with an application one day before, that is on the 15th evening only. So they were not given permission.
Right.
But when they all congregated the other day, although they were told not to have the Shobha Yatra, but when they congregated and there was a crowd, so in that situation we provided the due security coverage, and that is the reason that when this law and order situation started and when the clash started, the police was there and we stood like a wall and we ensured that both the groups don't come close to each other, and that is the reason that citizens did not get hurt, although 8 policemen got hurt, including one with the fire wound.
Sir, I'll come, Mr. Pathak, to the police's role in a moment, but what you're making clear now is that the Shobha Yatra of the evening of the 16th did not have official permission. In that sense, there was a violation of the law. Therefore, the procession in itself was prima facie an illegal one. Am I correct? That this was not a procession that had any kind of police permission?
Yes, they did not have. They did not had the due permission, and for violation of the executive order, the legal action has been taken.
Legal action has been taken, but the FIR, you have not named either the VHP or the Bajrang Dal. You have said the organizers of the Yatra, an FIR has been filed. Why are you not naming any of the organizations who are involved in the Shobha Yatra?
You see, it's a violation of executive order, and accordingly, we have started the matter. We have started the investigation. So everything will come in the investigation.
So the other key aspect is the arrests you've made. You've arrested, I think, around 23 people and counting. Some of them are those who we've seen on the screen from the Muslim mohallas who are seen on firing weapons. Are you very clear that all these people that you've arrested were directly involved in the riots? And importantly, do all those arrested belong to only one community or both communities, sir? Both Hindus and Muslims?
100%. It is not 23, now it is 24, including 2 apprehensions because they are juveniles. So the recent catch, that is half an hour back or 40 minutes back, that is of Salim Sheikh alias Yunus alias Imam,
yes,
who figured in the photographs in the social media and also in the video where a person who is firing at police and at the mob is seen in a blue kurta.
Yes.
So this man has been nabbed, and he is perhaps one of the most dreaded rioters who have come to notice in this unfortunate incident.
So you are saying 24 is the tally as of now. It includes, importantly, people from both communities. The rioting, the stone pelting, the sword brandishing, the guns involve people from both Hindus and Muslims. Am I correct? Or I just want to understand, because there are two views. One, that this was one-sided. The other, that people from both communities were involved in the violence. Am I correct?
Exactly. You see, Delhi police and the police has a very focused role and responsibility. We have taken legal action against those against whom the due evidence has come, either in the form of electronic or in the form of based on human intelligence. So those who have been found involved with due evidence, only those people have been arrested and the legal process has started. This is one. Another is that yes, we will not leave anyone who has been found or who we find that yes, he is involved in this riot and in this unfortunate incident. So we will take strict legal action.
Let's turn, Mr. Pathak, to the chronology of events. We've seen videos that show provocative slogans outside the mosque. Some eyewitnesses claim there was an attempt to enter the mosque. Others are saying that it began with stone pelting from the terraces in some of the Muslim mohallas. The commissioner has claimed that it's untrue that anyone tried to enter the mosque. Eyewitnesses are insisting that there was an attempt made. Are we clear of the chronology? Because the videos that we've got clearly show provocative slogans on one side and show stone pelting on the other. Can you tell us the chronology?
You see, the nuances are certainly matter of investigation, but the fact is that though somebody is trying to enter, that has not happened. Yes, the clash took place and the policemen getting injured is evidence for that. The policemen, we stood like a wall and we contained both the groups not to come closer, and that is why the injury or any kind of damage to the citizens we could avoid.
But you are clear that no one tried to enter the mosque, Mr. Police Commissioner. Am I correct on that? No one tried to. Is that your view? No one tried to forcibly enter the mosque, because eyewitnesses are claiming otherwise. They are lying.
You see, certainly it is bereft of truth.
You're saying it is bereft of truth. Let me then come to the role of the police itself, sir. You know, let's get it very clear. The role that the police had right through this entire unfortunate episode that's taken place. The fact that you know, this is the second such riot that's taken place in Delhi in the last 2 years. The earlier one had far more serious implications in terms of deaths and injuries. But why is it that these particular areas have become vulnerable? There are those who are saying that outsiders, some Bangladeshi Muslims outsiders came in and created the trouble. Others are saying that the Shobha Yatra itself was infiltrated by outsiders. Can you give us a sense? Was this done by outsiders? What explains this latest bout of violence? Were criminals involved also, sir?
It is a matter of investigation. Let the investigation take place.
No, but there is a worry, sir, if I may say so, that the Delhi police is found on the back foot here. You're saying you were fully prepared, but clearly at one level you all were also caught napping by what suddenly happened that evening, that you were unable to control the situation. Am I correct or not? That the situation, police should have controlled it faster.
No, certainly not. We are on top of the situation, and the containment of this situation, this riotous situation, is evidence for that.
Mr. Dependra Pathak, appreciate your joining us. I know at a time which is you're bombarded with all kinds of questions and queries, but for giving us the police perspective, I appreciate that.